So let's all give it up for Eric.
Alright, I'm going to take this a little slow. So I haven't done too many mics, but at some point I'm going to try to do comedy. So for now I'm just going to talk and kind of enjoy the speech and see how you guys react to my day and my life and things. And if anybody thinks anything is funny, please say so and tell me. Or if you think it's terrible or not funny, feel free to shout it out and let me know. And
that was funny, right there.
Okay, thank you. And if anybody has any topics or anything they'd like to talk about, or if anybody has like a shittier day than me and they want to talk about it, just let me know and I'll see if I can talk to you about it. Turn this into a therapy session. But so I'm going to start by talking about some roommates I have because I've been renting for a while. First off, does anybody have trouble finding? Like, how many people here rent? Rent? There's a couple. All right. Out of you few, do you ever have trouble finding a place to rent when you're searching like Craigslist or whatever you search?
Yeah, they wanted money.
Yeah, well, they want money, but I'm talking about more just like actually finding people to live with and actually going and looking and seeing and doing whatever, right? So I was looking at Craigslist to find roommates to fill a room in this house I'm renting, and I found some people from Florida and Missouri. They're actually a couple, and they met at the University of Illinois and everything. And so I found it odd that out of all my experiences with finding roommates, I've usually found them on Craigslist, and I've always met them first, because obviously Craigslist is pretty dangerous, and you need to make sure that things are okay before you let people into your home. And so this is the first time I couldn't meet them because they were actually out in Missouri, and so I Skyped with them, and to me that was kind of interesting because you take a big chance when you're agreeing to people that you've only seen, like it just kind of makes you think like, okay, well, if I can go on the internet and I can pretend to be someone else, then why wouldn't they do that to me? So I took a risk, and they seemed like pretty good people. I kind of decided to use my intuition on this, and they came out and they met them. They were okay, but after living with them for a little while, I've noticed that there's just like these weird things that they do where they'll like challenge me on stuff, and it's very frustrating because like I've been pretty much in charge of running the household, if you will. It was like head of the lease and things like that, so I'm always in charge of the bills and the rent and things like that. And so they always have to like question me on whether or not the rent's the right price or the bills, if they're being split equally, and it bugs me a lot. I don't know, I get annoyed. Do you guys ever have this issue where you're in a household and you're trying to make sure things are fair with people and not to get on anybody's nerves, and then there's always just one person who's got to set things off for everybody else, and I don't know, it's just something that's bugging me right now, so I had to get that off my chest. But another thing that this guy did was I just got a new job recently, so to reward myself, I figured I'd spend it on TV. I had a little extra money, so I got myself a nice big 55-inch TV. Love movies, love video games, and stuff like that. And the guy that moved in with us, he kept asking me about, where did I get this TV from? How much did I get it for? He's like keeps asking me the size, like how big is it? He asked me like 6 times, and I'm like, why does this matter? And so finally, I come home one day and he tells me to go to his room, and at first I'm kind of like, oh, that sounds a little gay, but then I'm like, okay, I'll follow him down there. So I go to his room and I see he's bought himself a nice 70-inch TV, and the first thing that comes to my mind after all this challenging is that this is his way of like one-upping me in the household and be like, look, I got a bigger TV than you, suck it. I'm like, God, now I gotta deal with this. So, I don't know, these are trivial things that don't really matter, but it's just when you're living with people, you're always like, really? Deal with that, man. But anyway, that's my time, and thanks for listening, guys.